Okay guys, I'm going to use my phone here to show you guys how to use ISN to take a payment or get a signature. It's really important we get signatures out in the field, and so I'm going to use my ISN app. If you don't know how to get this, let me know and I'll let you know how to get this on your phone. I only have an Apple phone, so this is how it's going to work for my Apple phone, my iPhone. I'm going to pull up my schedule using ISN, which uses the internet. So it may not work well if you're in a bad cell zone, but otherwise, once it comes up with my schedule, we'll be able to look at it. I put a fake job on there yesterday, and we're going to use that job just to show you how to go through it. So here's my schedule: today, yesterday, tomorrow. I'm going to click on yesterday because that was my job yesterday. Most of you guys are going to use today. When it brings up my jobs from yesterday, I'm going to select on that job. Let's give it a second here. So now I've got my jobs from yesterday. I'm going to select on the job that I want them to sign and pay. Obviously it's red, so it's telling me they haven't signed or paid on that job. So the first thing I always do with the client is I'll get them to pay. You can do it in either order, doesn't matter, sign or pay. But doing it on your phone at the job eliminates a lot of problems for us. So this gives me more details about the job, and as I scroll down, I have options down here below. What I'm going to do is just click Add Payment. It's very simple. You can pay by cash, check, credit card. I think it even offers the money order option in there. And then it might ask you some more questions. A lot of people pay by credit card. So again, cash, check, money order, credit card. It's all right here. So this is a sample one. So if I wanted to do credit card, I just click on credit card. If I want to do cash, I'll click on cash or check. You have to put in the check number, and then you have to make sure you follow it and put in the process payment. Even if it's cash or check, you got to push process payment. That's what'll save it. So in this particular case, credit card, I would just pick the amount due. So I put in $518. Just click amount due. On the credit card number, for iPhones, this is great. It has an option here called Scan Credit Card, which means I can just set the credit card down on the table and right here, and I can just take a picture of it, and it will grab all the information from the credit card. So you don't have to do barely anything at all for an iPhone. Make sure the expiration and dates are correct. And like anything with a credit card, put in the 3-digit number on the back, and then fill out quickly the customer name, last name, address. You can do it yourself. A lot of times I might hand my phone to the client, let them do it because they know it all. And then at the very, very bottom, I hit process payment. So once you hit process payment, you can scroll back to the top and it'll tell you if it clears. And obviously I didn't put a credit card in there, so it tells me I have a failed transaction. But once it shows green and everything cleared, then you're good to go. Then the very next thing you do is you just go back to your order ID. Just click the order ID at the top. And that'll take you right back to that page. And then you basically have them do a signature. If they have not signed for their agreement already, have them sign it in the field. This is the #1 complaint we get from agents, is that they're not getting their jobs because their clients either aren't finding their emails or don't sign the agreement. And so we have to go through this process of them calling in, getting them the agreement, and then sending them the email all over again. So do this in the field. It makes a ton of sense. Don't tell them to wait for the email. Do this in the field. Hit sign agreements. Let's see, sign agreements, and then it's going to bring up the agreement. It's going to say this is for Kathy Jones. I just hit certify that this is Kathy Jones, or the person that's going to sign it for me. And then I say sign the agreement. And what it does is it brings up the entire contract. If they want to read it, they can. Nobody ever does that. Just scroll to the bottom, and then at the bottom, it's going to ask you for two things: the client's initials, whoever's signing. So, if I'm signing, I'm going to put my initials in, and then there's a signature bar right there. So you can sign in here, have them sign on there. If they don't like their signature, you can clear it off and sign it again, and just put the initials in there and hit accept. This one's going to ask me for the initials, so I'll just put my initials in there. Oops, not MW, but whatever. Let's say that's my initials. Okay, and then I hit accept, and it should go through a process. There we go. They're processing my signature. Boom, done. Everything's done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. If I were to go back to my ISN and take a look at this job, let's see, let's go back to home. That would show it's done. So bottom line, long video to watch, guys, but take advantage of the tools you have in the field, and take advantage of the tools you have in the field, and let's make sure that you guys use them. All right, thanks. Call me if you have any questions.